Once upon a time in the spooky land of Hotel Transylvania lived Mavis, a lovely young vampire with shimmering blue eyes and jet black hair. She had just married Jonathan, a cheerful human with a head full of bright orange curls and a sprinkling of freckles across his face. Shortly after the wedding, Mavis brought exciting news to Dracula, her father and the proud owner of the hotel. "Daddy," she gleamed with her fanged smile. "We're going to have a baby." Dracula, who was as pale as the moon and always dressed in his fluttering black cape, was ecstatic. Months passed, and soon, a bouncing baby boy named Dennis was born. Dennis was adorable with his curly red hair inherited from Jonathan and pale skin like his mum Mavis. His eyes sparkled green, and everyone wondered whether he'd turn out to be human or vampire. At 5 years old, Dennis still showed no signs of vampire fangs. Dracula grew worried that if Dennis were human, Mavis might want to move far away to California, where Jonathan's family lived. To prevent this, Dracula, along with his band of quirky monster pals, resolved to train Dennis. There was Frank, a huge green giant who always had a friendly grin despite the black stitches on his body and bolts in his neck. Murray, the charming mummy, was short and round, wrapped in yellowed bandages. Wayne, the weary werewolf, was covered in brown fur and always tied up with his pups. Lastly, Griffin, the invisible man, who sported only floating glasses and gloves. However, their attempts hilariously backfired. Monster lessons in flying, howling, and scaring were all an uproarious mess. Things got really spooky when Vlad, Dracula's old father, arrived unexpectedly. Vlad, a wrinkled ancient vampire with piercing yellow eyes, was not fond of humans. When he discovered Dennis might be human, he was furious and tried to frighten Dennis into sprouting fangs. At the height of tension, a terrifying bat monster named Bella appeared with frightful intentions. But suddenly, Dennis's hidden vampire abilities emerged. His fangs popped out, his eyes glowed vivid red, and he became a tiny but mighty vampire. He bravely helped Dracula fend off Bella's monstrous minions. With peace restored, Mavis and Jonathan made the heartfelt decision to remain at the hotel. Dennis could grow up immersed in both worlds, surrounded by love from monsters and humans alike. And so, life in Hotel Transylvania continued, fantastically full of laughter and adventure.